In today's video, I'm going to be diving into my screen to show you guys how I actually do my finances, how I manage my monthly incomings and outcomings, and how I do this all in a spreadsheet. Now, you will be able to get a free copy of the spreadsheet just by signing up to the mail list down below. I will leave a link for that in the description box. So those who asked me in my past tax tips videos for a copy of the spreadsheet, I have made it available for you guys for free. So just check out the link in my bio and let's just get straight into my screen. Okay guys, so this is what it's going to look like when you click on the actual link in my description box that will allow you to sign up to get an email with the link to the financial templates. And then you will get a copy of these financial templates. So there are 3 different spreadsheets that I'm going to go through with you guys today just to show you guys how to use them and how I typically use them. But please note that when you do download it, you need to click file and make a copy, because the copy that you're going to get is going to be read only, so you won't be able to actually enter any kind of numbers or make any edits to the file. So just make sure you make a copy of it and then work through the copy. I also just want to mention that, of course, when we are talking about finances, as a business owner, you may be looking to open a business bank account and get an accountant or have someone set up your LTD. And OSome have an amazing deal. They have teamed up with me to give you guys just £12 to register your LTD and to get a business bank account. So if that's something you've been wanting to do, definitely check the link down below and use the code UKCurlyGirl100. And also OSome teams you up with an accountant, which of course, I'm showing you guys in this video how to do your finances by yourself, but it's really important when you do become a limited company that you have an accountant, because it's pretty much very hard for you to actually do the limited company tax return. So I always end up having an accountant do it for me because I have no idea how to do it. But what I actually use for my financial spreadsheets is just for my own peace of mind, and also for as a content creator, I'm a sole trader, so I like to use it for the content creation side of things. So for UK Curly Girl, I am a sole trader, so I do my tax return myself. But for Oso Curly, which is a limited company, I have to outsource that to an accountant. So just wanted to mention OSome, and let's just get straight into the spreadsheet. So the first one is your personal finance tracker. Now within this tracker, I have month by month of the year, my income streams. This is everything that's coming into my bank account throughout the year. So for example, I've put income stream 1, 2, and 3. You may just have 1, you may just have 2, you may have 10. It's totally up to you. So you can just delete that. And usually what I will do is I will change it to the name of either my job role that I have or my business. So I would put UK Curly Girl, and that's just going to be how much I made after expenses from UK Curly Girl. So what I will do is I'll have a separate spreadsheet for my business, UK Curly Girl. Say I make £5,000 within the month from UK Curly Girl, but I spend £3,000 on expenses. Really, I made £2,000. So what I would put in this spreadsheet is £2,000. So that's going to add it all up for you. So as you can see here, in January, you made 2,000. Say my second stream, I made 100. That is 2,100. So all the calculations are already done automatically. All you have to do is enter in your numbers. So next we're going to go into our expenses. I also have this goal section here. So say you have a goal and you want to make £3,000 in that month. It just gives you a good idea of like what to vouch for and what to work towards. I like to, within like 6 months within the year, kind of like up it to, okay, by June, I want to be making £5,000 a month. And you can just put in whatever goal you have here. So next we're going to go into our living expenses. And as you know, the cost of living has gone up, so expect this to change. But for example, I could put my rent. So say my rent is 1,400. That will of course, put it in here. And then at the end, we have our total expenses. So this is going to add up all of your expenses. So you've got your bills, you've got your food, you've got your car, you've got the gym. If you go to the gym, all of this can be edited to your liking, guys. Travel. And then I've put in a section for luxuries because eating out, shopping, beauty, like that's not essential. So I like to separate things because if I see I've been spending too much in a month for eating out, I know, okay, next month I need to relax on the luxuries. And then we also have a section for giving. So I like to give to the church, I like to give to charity, and also I like to give to others. So every single month I'll put a little bit into my celebrations fund for future birthdays coming up. And guys, I'm no guru because this is the first year that I've actually done this. Before, I was terrible with my finances. So don't look at me like, oh, she's doing amazing. No, this is completely new to me. That's why I'm sharing it to you guys. But it's really helped me with my budgeting and my finances. So I also have a section for your debts. So if you have any student loans that you're paying back every single month, or credit cards or loans, you can put it in here and what your minimum or your monthly payment is. So that will round up to everything you have spent in that month. And then it will show you in the ins and outs section pretty much what your profit is. So how much you are left with at the end of the month. And then, for example, with that £700, I could save it, I could invest it. And if I want to, I could make a note of this down below, like how much I've saved and how much is in my investments here as well, just to keep track. That's a very basic financial tracker and way that I keep on top of my finances. So within this spreadsheet, this is where we get a bit more detailed. So within the first one, this is pretty much what you would do within your tax return because they give you quite broad subjects and topics. So they would probably say like utilities, for example, and you'd give a total. So say that was 500. But me looking at that, I might need to know whether I'm speaking to someone about it or I just want to know for peace of mind. I might want to know, hold on, I spent 500 on utilities in January, but usually I spend 300. What happened that month? So instead of having to go to my bank statements and have to like look through, I like to track within here. Okay, so utilities I spent 500. What was it on? So I really get detailed, guys. So I'll put council tax, I'll put gas, electric, internet, so I know exactly what companies I paid and what it went towards. So this is what the personal detailed one is for. So you could put your home supplies, your beauty, getting your nails done, petrol, get real specific, Deliveroo, clothing, TFL. This is just very, very helpful, and it can help you with budgeting as well. Because say you spent like £100 at, I don't know, Primark 1 month and you're like, damn, I can't be doing that next month. Instead of looking at this tracker and seeing I spent £100 on shopping. Oh, okay, that's okay because that includes like this, and this. But when you'd see it as I spent £100 at Primark, you might start to second guess what you're doing and your behavior and your spending habits. The last one is your business expenses. So this is going to help with an accountant as well. So if you ever do match up with an accountant or use OSome, they may ask for copies of your financial spreadsheets, and this is going to keep you on top of that. Whether you have an accountant or not, I still always keep a copy of my own business finances. And for this one, we're going to go from April to April because that is the tax year. So typically when you get in touch with a accountant, they will ask from April to April. So just save yourself the stress of having to work it out. When typically I would do January to December, just do it April to April from 2022 to 2023 or whatever years you're doing. And within your income, you want to put here, obviously, again, I've put a goal. So if you have a goal revenue that you want to make per month during that year, you could put it here. Investment. So this could be if you got like a loan from someone, if you had investment, if you had an angel investment, if you put your own investment into the business as well. That's what I use this one for. Wholesale is if I sell to retailers or I get like a bulk order from a company, that will go in here. Amazon is when I would sell on Amazon. So how much income came from my Amazon sales. And then Shopify is how much came from my Shopify sales. So again, I'm really getting detailed and separating everything instead of just saying I made 10K in April. Okay, but what made 10k, because when you can look at it as, okay, I made 10k, but I only made 2k from Amazon and Shopify, so most of my income is coming from wholesale. Okay, maybe I should focus more on getting more wholesale orders. So this is a good way to strategize for your future as well. I also like to include previous year comparison. I will put in 2021 to 2022's income on April, so then I can kind of see, oh, okay, we're improving this year, or oh, we did better last year. What was I doing around that time last year to get more revenue? So that's really good for that. Then we've got our expenses. So I've separated it from production to marketing to operations and to your recurring costs. So your recurring costs are subscriptions. For example, your subscription to Canva. If you pay staff, that's a recurring cost. If you have to pay your tax monthly, that's a recurring cost. Loan repayments, PO box, email provider, these are all things that you pay on a monthly basis. Whereas other things, they may not be monthly. So you may not pay for your shipping supplies month by month. You may pay for it every quarter or every other month. So that's just a good way to keep all of your like pretty much essentials in one place. So let's just, for example, put in some numbers here. Again, it will add it all up for you. So we've made that much, 1,500. Inventory, maybe we spent 500. Sample shipping, maybe spent 100. This is just random numbers I'm throwing out there, guys. So that will show you that we've spent £688 on our expenses, and profit made is 2,311. Please do not just rely on these numbers as what you think is your profit, because there are extra factors that go into business profit, especially if you are a product business. So this is where an accountant comes in handy, because I used to always rely on this and think, oh, okay, we made £2,000 profit. Not quite. There are different factors that go into it, whether it's how you're costing out your products. Please be very careful, and that's why I do always recommend getting an accountant, because I used to look at this and think I was doing fine, but typically when an accountant looks at things, they're like, hold on. So there's different spreadsheets that your accountant might use, like a profit loss statement, but this is really basic things that I just want to show you guys, just to get you guys in a routine of actually tracking things as you go along. So here I've also included a starting cash position. So at the end of every tax year, you may have cash still remaining in your business. So here is where you can say, okay, we still have £500 cash in the business at the end of the tax year after doing our tax return. So we're going to add that in to the new tax year. If we made this simpler, so say this was 2,500 and we only spent 100, just for argument's sake, to make you guys see what I'm talking about. So 2,500 take away 100 would typically be 2,400, but we're adding on the £500 that we already had in the business. So that's how we have 2,900 remaining, because we had £500 in the business already. So yeah, that is a very basic accounting. Basic, as I say, accounting, because you do need to have like an accountant or accountant software to get way more detailed. But this is how I like to keep track of my finances. And as someone who is more creative and likes to see things visually, it really helps me when it comes to numbers, because I've never been great at the number side of things. And as a business owner, you kind of have to be, in a way. Feel free to click the link in the description box to sign up for this spreadsheet. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Again, you can check out the template down below. Check out these 2 videos here for more financial tips for your business, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys.